creativity.
Russell Brand's podcasts are what everyone needs now. Who would think the guy that banged Katy Perry would be giving you your news updates?
I need to go watch the new one that you sent, but I have a little update for y'all on a specific little hacker group. If you give me a few minutes of your time.
Wait, what are these?
No.
No.
Everyone's like,
I promise this will be quick.
What are you?
So,
well, that was a nice moment, everybody. So what's going on?
Jesus Christ. So, we've talked about LAPSUS before on this podcast. I'm incorrectly called them LAPSUS $. That is not the case. So LAPSUS has been in the news recently due to multiple hacks that they've done. They've hacked Microsoft. They've hacked OKTA, which is a security key group. They've hacked NVIDIA. I can't even tell you who else they hacked. Quick update. Oh, actually, a question for y'all. How much do you think they've been paid out so far by these companies?
$1 billion.
Mm-mm. Try again.
Nothing. I don't know. Keelan had it right.
Yeah, none of these companies have paid them a single fucking dime. They've released everything from Microsoft. They've released source code to Cortana, as well as some source code to the Xbox Live connection information. Microsoft has since then fixed Xbox Live. I'm not sure about Cortana. For OKTA, they've released... I actually don't know what they've released from OKTA yet. But I know that they've made quite a bit of money selling that data on the black market. From NVIDIA, they released hundreds of megabytes of source code for each video card, including maybe possibly a workaround to the low hash rate issue that NVIDIA cards have. But
Only a matter of time.
Yeah, but I got one last question for y'all. How old do you think the guy running LAPSUS is?
16.
13.
13, 16, Keelan.
36.
Oh yeah, you're muted.
19.
19. Okay.
I'm like I'm yelling it.
He is a 16-year-old British boy.
Nice.
From the United Kingdoms. According to sources, he's made billions of dollars by just performing these hacks with other hackers. And the United Kingdom's government can't do anything about it because he's 16. He's a minor.
Can we get him on Circle of Jerks?
Turn his internet off.
I mean, yeah. they could, yeah. As far as any charges, they can't really charge him because he is a minor. They can shut his internet off. Maybe we can get him on Circle of Jerks. Shout out. You want to be on a podcast and talk about your hacks? Come talk to us. But
how do we get him canceled like Russia?
Canceled like Russia?
Yeah, it's like cancel a person.
We
cancel a country. Let's cancel a person.
Oh my god.
So in the U.S., if your crime is egregious enough and you're close to of age, you can't be tried to like as an adult. So does like they don't have those laws there?
They don't. They can't necessarily charge him for anything, only because he's a minor. Any other charges that they're gonna bring up, it's gonna take some time for them to do it. And it's gonna have to go through the House of Commons, I believe.
Yeah, but then again, can't they go after his parents for racketeering on extortion?
I mean, they probably didn't know any of it.
Well, but so that's the thing. If you buy the internet and you buy the computer and you give the child access to it, are you not somewhat liable for what they do with it?
I mean, kind of, but I'm not sure if that would work that way. Because it's not like they're providing it to him so that he can hack companies and people and states and organizations, you know?
Yeah, but then again, like, if your kid is hacking Microsoft's headquarters, like, You don't think Microsoft would call and say, "Hey, tell your kid to knock this off"?
Go give your kid a smack in the top of the head. I mean, theoretically, I would. Like, if our kiddo was hacking someone, I'd hope that company would call and be like, "Hey, your kid's hacking. Tell them to stop." I'd tear all that shit out of there in a heartbeat.
Like,
That's
wait,
just
how much money did you make first?
It's okay.
We gotta hide it.
Yeah. We can hide it in Bitcoin. I know a guy. Okay, I know a guy who can hide it in Bitcoin. It's your Theo. No, yeah, this guy's made a lot of fucking money, and I bet you anything he's gonna have a really, really rich and prosperous internet security job somewhere. Like that's all these guys go to. Like hackers that have been caught that either end up working for governments or they make millions on by themselves.
Yeah, by like holding a pipeline hostage.
Oh, I forgot. Did they do that hack? Was that LAPSUS?
No.
Okay.
No, that was Dark Side.
That was Dark Side. I was like, shit, was that LAPSUS? I didn't list that. My bad, guys.
I remember it because it was a really cool name.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ooh.
So what do you guys think of this? What do you think of the 16-year-old hacker from the United Kingdoms?
Anything is possible.
Go him.
We have a new king.
Just 2 years of pandemic work. That's what it went to, man.
I mean, if nothing else, the government's gonna have a few years to build the case against him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, so that's the thing. The day he turns 18, is he going to stop hacking forever? Because he's clearly made it onto a watch list, right? Like, they know who he is, and they're watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I were in charge of the government that he's in, I would make sure that he didn't have a computer, he didn't have internet access. Keep that kid off of everything for now.
This kid's over there hacking Microsoft off Samsung fridges. Okay, you can't stop him.
Do you remember that announcement about the Samsung trucks that were going to have a view of what's in front of the truck? It's because of that kid that they're playing porn now.
Yeah. I mean, humans are disgusting, so you give them a way to watch porn, they will work it.
Yeah.
Like the chick who kept getting her electronics taken away from her to the point where she was tweeting from her fridge.
And then her, like, was it her 3DS?
A fucking 3DS?
Yeah. Her mom kept, like, citing it and making updates, like, apparently we can't have, like, any electronics around this kid. She'll figure out how to make it onto Twitter.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, that's
if you go pack up and like go down to the public library to use Twitter, then you're an addict. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's the line.
That's the line.
Like, if you go to the public library to use a computer, it's dire circumstances.
What if you need to use a computer? Like, genuinely. Like,
I mean, Pam and Tommy did use it to look for their sex tape website.
Oh my god.
But also weren't like computers in everyone's hand. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me that the Matrix isn't real when we all are connected like 24/7 right here in a virtual world.
Hold on.
We live in a virtual world.
My watch
Just
says...
wait till we turn into Ready Player One.
My watch says it's 8:10,
Metaverse?
so yes.
It's surprising to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's surprising to me that he can't be charged. Like, I feel like there has to be some way, because in our next topic, 2 16-year-old boys were charged for murder and sentenced to life in prison. So, like, is there a line? Like, is it like murder is the line and like hacking is down here, like embezzling money from?
I mean, yeah. These companies,
Extortion.
these companies have already made like record profits this year. Let the kid get away with it. Like, okay, fine. Slap him on the wrist and fine him $1,000.
Really hurt. I guess it's more of like a victimless crime in a way.
I mean, yeah.
No, we're the victims in the overall because we're the product users and they just charge more for their shit now.
So the good thing about LAPSUS is that they never released user data. They were only releasing proprietary software information that belongs to these companies.
So clearly he's part of the free the code movement.
I mean, could be. But going on to the other two 16-year-olds that were charged with murder. NJ.
Well, that wraps up another great episode, and don't forget to join our amazing and supportive community on Discord.
In our Discord, you can find game nights, watch parties, food picks, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. What's not to love about that? We have a little something for everyone. Head over to our website, officialmillennials.com, and you'll find more info, especially our featured Gamer of the Week.
Speaking of something for everyone, we have a book club. We read a book almost every month and talk through it together. We also have a special perk for our subs to discuss other books in a series called Chapter 2.
Don't forget to swing by YouTube and drop us a follow at Official Millennials. You can also find us on Twitter at MillsOfficial. We appreciate all the support, and y'all have a good one.
This is an Official Millennials production.